Hi Libra, this is Kat at At Peace Tarot, and I'm going to lay down a Celtic cross today, and this is about Saturn and Aries transit from May of this year, 2025, through April of 2028. Right now, Saturn in Aries is affecting your seventh house. We have a retrograde as of September 1st back into Pisces. So the difference is Saturn in Pisces is more spirituality, more dreaming, um, illusion, uh, trying to make dreams come true. And then as it drifts back into Aries, this is about your soul evolving. So that will come back into Aries in February of 2026. So it does affect your seventh house, which is all about relationships. This is going to be a time where you are growing up, or someone in your life is growing up, maturing. The energy is there for you if you choose to use it. Some questions, where will you mature? Where will you grow wiser, less naive in your relationships? You're capable of handling much more right now during this transit over the next couple of years. And what are some of the limits or realities are you going to face about your relationships, whether they be a committed relationship, a friendship, one-on-one type of relationship, how you deal with relationships in your workplace. And this energy is going to ask or be provided to you if you want to use it to take charge, set boundaries, and develop some mature relationships, and use the lessons from the past to help you. Any obstacles you face as teachers, are you going to use the lessons that you've learned? So when you're talking about relationships, are there relationships where you compromise too much? You're going to start thinking about different things with these relationships that you're in. I'm going to use a light seer deck, and we're going to get right to it and lay down a Celtic cross. All my cards have been pre-shuffled, so we'll give these a couple shuffles. On screen, break the deck. Okay. This is going to be interesting. And the Celtic cross always tells a story. So I'm going to move this over here. I hope you'll stay throughout the Celtic cross. Things develop later on as we talk about it. And we'll pull some oracle cards if we have time. All right, here we go. Main energy, the Hierophant. Crossed by, you see that? The Eight of Wands. What is below you is the Page of Swords. What is above you is the Five of Cups. What is transiting out? Whoop, is that one card? Yep, Knight of Pentacles. How you are moving forward, the Queen of Pentacles. And on the staff, we have your energy right now is the Nine of Pentacles. Nice. Energy around you, Knight of Swords. Hopes, fears, dreams, wishes, Six of Swords, and the outcome. Wow, Ten of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Very nice. I feel like we're talking about a committed relationship here with the Hierophant, crossed by the Eight of Wands. Something coming in quickly, some communication, some growth. I always see the Eight of Wands as a reader in the Light Seer deck as a spiritual awakening. You may have been through a spiritual awakening. You may be, you're talking or reevaluating what abundance means to you in relationships. You are thinking about past relationships right now, the relationships that have failed. But I do think that looking at this Page of Swords, you have a fresh outlook. You've been researching, you've been doing some work. There's been some light bulb moments about, what you've been through in the past. uh, how you can keep your balance. I just noticed this that on the Page of Swords here in the Light Seer deck, she is walking across, looks like a crevice in the mountaintop, or a split in the mountaintop here, and she's balancing herself as she's crossing over. So I feel like you are developing the energy as you move forward of taking care of yourself, making sure your needs are met. You're in it for the long term. You're in it for the happiness, the Ten of Cups. You want the Ten of Cups. There's energy here where you're touching a cup, spilling a cup, and pouring it into some of the relationships that you've already had, and seeing that there's relationships that are there for you. Your energy with the Nine of Pentacles is that you're feeling good, you're feeling independent on your own, you're enjoying the rewards and the abundance that you've earned. Someone's coming in really quick here with the Knight of Swords. That's Gemini energy. There's a quick energy coming towards you here, quick communication with the Eight of Wands. There may be something there with you're having a little, I don't see anything major here. I do feel that this is a major commitment that you're reevaluating, reviewing, taking a more peaceful, more Zen-like approach to this commitment. Some energy around you is wanting to rush in on this commitment, and I feel like you're still tied to some pain here with that Six of Swords that you're trying to release and get away from in order to get this Ten of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, you are opening up. You've done all that you can here. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups, the Empress, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles here. If we keep going, you have Archangel Michael with the Temperance card. Looking to where you want to put your energy, letting the energy of abundance and growth and new ideas come to you as you sit back, and you are the Empress. That's Taurus Libra energy. And look what's out there, what you've already grown, and do you want to put your energy, continue to put your energy towards that. So in relationships, there may be some that you're changing. There's a lot of change that's coming in for you. You're ready to move forward on something. You're looking at relationships and reevaluating in the long run, are these relationships giving you growth, making you feel abundant, honoring your independence and freedom, honoring your what you feel is abundant at this time. I'd like to clarify some things here. I'm looking here, we have our swords, the Six of Swords and the Knight of Swords. We have Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. I do feel that you're reevaluating what you feel is going to give you what you want in a relationship. And do you have relationships that are surrounding you now with friends, family, loved ones, partnerships that are allowing you to be who you are within that relationship, that boost you, that honor your wishes? And you're looking at that information as you go inside here with the Queen of Pentacles. Kind of taking a look at it, reevaluating, reviewing. And I'm going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot card to clarify some of these cards. And I'm in a room that keeps going light and dark because it's beautiful out today, but the sun is up and down. So I apologize if it keeps going back and forth here. I do feel that we're talking about a significant relationship here with the Hierophant, and this is divine coming into your energy, saying this is the commitment uh, that they're providing energy for you to use for your highest good and your highest vibration. So let's break the deck. Spirit, why is the Hierophant here for Libra? What can we tell Libra about the Hierophant? We have the Devil, Capricorn energy, and the Three of Wands. There's a fear or attachment here. You have the Two of Wands up here on the underside of the deck that I showed you earlier here. You see that here. We'll leave this over on this side here. And you're manifesting a more, I get both a spiritual connection and more of an easygoing, peaceful type connection here in a very significant relationship. There is an energy of feeling trapped, of feeling chained, of feeling vulnerable in this relationship, and you are reviewing whether you want to make an actual commitment here. What about the Eight of Wands for Libra? Libra. And now this is 2 year, as of February, when it goes back into Aries. Right now we're still in Pisces for a few months. This is what you're reviewing, you're thinking about, you know, do you have what you need here? Is this connection a spiritual connection? Why is the Eight of Wands here? There's the Ten of Cups twice, confirmation, and the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel that this Two of Pentacles here, what goes around comes around. There's some energy of moving in and out, of balancing the happiness with the commitment. The growth has been quick, I would say, in the last 8 months. And you go back and forth on whether this is something that you're going to actually commit to here with that Two of Pentacles. Is it my happiness? Am I making the right choice? Is this where I want to be? Is it going to allow me to do whatever I want within the relationship? I've had some lessons in the past where I made too many compromises. What can you tell Libra about that Page of Swords? No compromises, but getting things balanced. You've learned a lot here. And this Page of Swords is always, I also notice, is like you're tippy-toeing. In the past, you may have walked on eggshells, may have tippy-toed around your true desires here, or about the truth of what you really needed and wanted, which, you know, we all go through in relationships. If it's a new relationship, if it's a young relationship, depending on, you know, how long you've been in this relationship, what kind of experience you have, if you've been in relationships before. What can you tell Libra about the Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Wands? Feel that you're reviewing whether this is the right time, if the timing is right for this. Is this a relationship that is moving in your favor? Is there going to be growth in this relationship? And whether you should take action on that relationship right now. I do see that we have the Knight of Pentacles, which you are looking for the long term in this commitment. You're not looking at something that's going to go in and out. You are deciding here, this decision with the Two of Wands is whether you want to make a long-term commitment in this significant relationship. What can you tell us about the Five of Cups? I'm interested in that. I don't feel I need to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel that there's energy here where you may be taking action towards some long-term growth here. There's the Eight of Swords with double eights and the Ace of Cups. I feel you put a lot of work into this relationship. You've been in this relationship for a long time, 8 years. And Spirit is saying here is an opportunity here. If the energy is right for you and you feel good about this relationship and you're ready to honor this relationship, a long-term relationship, this cup, there's a lot of potential here is what I'm getting. You've worked really hard here. You've worked really hard as well to become the Nine of Pentacles, which is more of an independent energy. You've worked hard on yourself, but you've also worked hard in developing a relationship where you are independent, where you're able to take care of yourself. There's a lot of growth here. There's still that question about, do I want to go into this relationship knowing what I've had experienced in the past, but also knowing how hard I've worked to get myself to this place of independence and freedom. What can you tell Libra about this Queen of Pentacles? Is this where you want to be? Is this your happiness? We have the Hangman, which is Pisces energy, and the Page of Wands. Interesting. I do feel for some Libras, not all Libras, some of you may be making that commitment, but I do feel that there is a question of, I like being single. I have a new perspective about being in this place where I can take care of myself. And I'm discovering a lot about myself through this Hangman energy, where you've taken some time out to develop your independence, your ability to be abundant on your own, and you're enjoying that abundance right now. You've put a lot of hard work into that skill that you have, mastering some type of skill, and this Ace of Cups is being offered to you at a time where it does feel like the opportunity is there for the picking with the Wheel of Fortune, but you're still questioning whether this is the direction you want to go for that happiness. Is this your wish fulfillment? This significant? Are you spiritually connected? Are you growing together? Is there balance in this relationship? Is there a give and receive and a receive and give? Is it balanced financially? Is it balanced abundance-wise? What can you tell Libra about this Nine of Cups? And there's the Knight of Swords again, twice, with the Three of Pentacles. See those? Yeah. So you have the Knight of Swords twice. Fast energy, working together, learning something here, teaching as well. You could be in a relationship where there is this energy of coming in quickly, wanting to fight the good fight. Communication is quick. Some Libras may be experiencing a partner that wants to make the commitment right now. The energy is quick. The energy is fierce, is what I want to say. Um, is this person, has this person learned possibly to be independent on their own? This is your energy right now. I do feel for others, Libras, you are working together. You're working this out together. And again, this is Gemini energy. I also feel that there's some Libras that may be dealing with someone in a significant relationship that is a little immature, maybe hasn't been on their own. Let's see here. What else? Let's get some more cards on that. Let's get some cards on that Knight of Swords. Spirit, why is the Knight of Swords here? And how is that affecting, what can you tell us? How is that affecting Libra's relationships here? Got a lot of cards here. Let's keep dealing here. Four of Swords, which is your energy. I feel like you're still healing. You're still resting. And there's the Two of Wands again. Do we have the Two of Wands? And we have the Three of Wands. Two of Wands twice. Yeah, you're reviewing this right now. You're thinking about this right now, and you're worried. You're showing some anxiety about leaving what you've already grown and looking out there, planting something new. I do feel that this is a time over the next 2 years where you will be receiving energy to take that step forward. You are showing some anxiety about it. You are trying to work together with this energy. You may be anxious about it, afraid to take that first step. You may have had a past relationship where it didn't work out. What can you tell us about that Three of Pentacles? I'm confused with, we have the Three of Pentacles where there could be something about alignment with this as well, where you may be in the position where you've worked really hard and you are maybe the master of your skill, and you're still teaching others here, or someone in this relationship that doesn't have the same skill level as you do when it comes to abundance. We have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. And the High Priestess. The High Priestess. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. Well, I'm getting a couple things there. It's time to keep yourself in balance. Keep your feet on the ground. You have the Two of Pentacles, and your feet are on the Two of Pentacles. Your thoughts are on staying grounded as you work together. I'm also getting that maybe you can build something together with this relationship. But there is energy with this High Priestess that you know why you are worried. Sorry, there we go, dark again. You know why you're stressed out about this. And you don't know whether you should communicate that at this time, if the timing is right. If this is the time to make that bold step. Reevaluating everything here. Thinking about it. I do feel for some of you, you feel like you've got the world in your hands right now. And things are good. You're taking a more, what's the Zen-like look at this relationship, like, why should I get married? Or why should I make a long-term commitment when I have everything I need here? Is this going to lead to happiness? I do feel that there's a lot of independence on both sides of this relationship, where maybe you're both used to living on your own. You could be an older couple. It could be a significant relationship where there's older people involved. This isn't something that's just starting out. Okay, we've clarified the Knight of Swords in your energy. Let's clarify that Knight of Swords around you. And this one, I have the Knight of Swords wanting the commitment, and this Knight of Swords I have running away. Now, this could be with the Two of Pentacles, that maybe this is both of you, committing, not committing, committing, not committing. Are you going to take that bold step forward? Where we have the Six of Swords, again, double sixes, and the Four of Cups. Foundations, are this foundations, the four being there? Is there structure? Is there a stability in this relationship? Feels like you're moving into a peaceful environment here, moving away from the pain, the fighting, maybe of a lack of good communication here, pain on both sides, relationships from the past, and being offered a new opportunity here. There's potential to move this into a long-term committed relationship. What about this Six of Swords? I do feel, going from what's on your mind with the Five of Cups and what the outcome is, here's the Ten of Cups, is, that's a big jump. There's a lot of independent energy on both sides of the equation here. Let's see what that Six of Swords says. Judgment. And the Lovers. Gemini energy. You're being called. Here's Archangel Michael. You're protected. You're being called to come out of this energy here, where you're. What did I hear about or read about Libra? That Libra would still be deciding on the Titanic whether they should leave or stay, something like that. Should they sink or swim? And the going back and forth with the Two of Pentacles about whether this is going to lead to a peaceful resolution, whether this is your significant other here. I do see that you are not chained. It's not the devil that's got you chained. This is a relationship where you do both feel vulnerable with each other, exposed. But I feel that Spirit is offering you this. They're offering this energy of, this is a time to take a bold step forward. In relationships, you're always going to hit obstacles, but I feel that with this Page of Swords down here, your energy, that you have learned from past relationships, and you will be able to handle whatever obstacles come your way. There's a need to speak your truth in this relationship, to keep it balanced with this Four of Pentacles, to keep it grounded. You know why you're worried, and I do feel with this Nine of Swords, you may feel like you're going to lose your independence and your freedom in this relationship, but this is something that you do need to talk about with your significant other. Make sure over the next couple of years that what you do is you balance this relationship, your concerns, your worries, your communication with integrity and responsibility versus the passion and the fire. Could be a long-term relationship that you're reevaluating. It's time to take responsibility for yourself. No more jumping in, thinking later with this Knight of Swords in this Saturn and Aries. Saturn's all about discipline, structure, and boundaries. I'm surprised we haven't received the Seven of Wands. But Spirit's calling you with the Judgment card. Time to step forward. Bold step forward. And we have the King of Cups. Wanted to pop out there. Keep your emotions grounded. I feel like you do have a good balance. You are the King of Cups. You've learned all of the, you're a master of the skill in that cup energy. You're able to make wise decisions here when you're making choices. I feel with this is that no more people pleasing. In this significant relationship, whether, like I said, I feel this is someone who's thinking about committing to someone either in marriage or just a long-term partnership of sorts. Is this going to be my happy? I feel that you understand that this is a choice that you need to make within the next couple of years. You're hoping that you can maintain that King of Cups energy, balance, peacefulness. What can you tell Libra about the Ten of Cups? What do we have for Libra? Eight of Swords.